In the last exercise, we used the magic wand tool to select the peppermint plant. Then we used the move tool to drag a copy of that peppermint plant and move it into another document. The juiced document should still be the active window because it was the last document we worked with. We can select the peppermint document by going up to Window and going down and clicking Peppermint. And that will select and make this document the active window. Another way of switching between windows is just simply by clicking the title bar of a document. So by clicking the title bar, you'll notice that the title bar gets darker in color, and that indicates that that's the active window. So whichever way you choose, please just make sure that the peppermint document is the active window, and you can see that the peppermint plant is still surrounded by a flashing marquee. That means that the peppermint plant is still selected. Go up to Select from the menu bar and click Deselect, and that will remove that flashing marquee. You're going to have to repeat steps 4 to 13 from the previous exercise. Please click the eyedropper tool, and this time around, for sample size, instead of 5 by 5 average, we're going to click the down arrow and choose point sample. And then, once you've done that, click the magic wand tool and select the leaf on the bottom left of the peppermint plant, and that will once again select the peppermint plant. Switch over to the move tool and click and drag that peppermint plant over above the oranges, and we'll position them so that we can see these two peppermint plants side by side. Now, you might not be able to see much of a difference, but if I click the zoom tool and I zoom in, you can probably see now that there's a big difference between the two plants. When we used a 5 by 5 average, the magic wand selected the plant, but it selected the plant even if the colors of the different leaves were not exactly the same. But when we use the point sample for the second leaf, for the second plant, you'll notice that this plant is missing some of the colors that are present in the first plant. By using a point sample, if the colors were not a match, then the magic wand tool did not sample that color. And so that's the reason why parts of the stem and parts of the leaves of the second plant are missing. Okay, I'm going to zoom back out to 100%, and then I'm going to select layer 2 from the layers palette, and then I'm just going to delete that layer 2 by dragging it into the garbage can. And then make sure that layer 1 is selected, and click and drag the first peppermint plant from behind the bananas over to 55H190B. And compare your image to figure G-28. Please close the peppermint document without saving any changes. Close, save changes, click no. And then save the juice document on your USB drive. So now that my document looks like figure G-28, click File, Save, and it will probably take a couple seconds to completely save it. And when you're finished, you can exit Photoshop.